If you guys are looking for the cheapest coins around with the best delivery, then check out FIFAcoinsbuy.com in the description down below. All you need to do to buy from them is click the little button on the right hand side, tell them how much you want, put in my discount code TGC for a discount, put in your player details, and voila, you are done. What's up guys, Kate here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 17 video. Today we're going to be looking at the squad that I'm using for Futchampions this weekend. So I've been recording all day and as you can see I've had time to play one game with it so far at the time of recording and I won it. So there's no complaints really with the squad. I've actually been recording with Rob all day. I've been getting loads of other stuff done to make sure you guys get a video every single day this month as promised. So I'm going to talk you through every part of this team, why I've picked each player and why they should bring me to success. It's very similar to the squad I used last weekend and hopefully it's a flipping good side for me. We'll go quickly through the bench. I'll tell you why each player's there. Jack Butland, in my opinion, he's one of the most overpowered he's the most overpowered goalie on the game, but I've actually started using the guy that we've got in goal, that you can see shortly, as of late, and I've really been enjoying him. I also have a Chiellini loan card, in case any injuries or anything happen to my defence. Sanchez is a card I bring on if I'm losing in like the 65th minute. I bring him on for one of my midfielders on either side. He's just a workhorse and he brings everything to the side. If I'm getting towards the end and I feel like the way I'm working with like strength and pace and that sort of thing isn't as useful, I'll bring on my ones to watch Pjanic. And again, if I'm struggling, Sterling goes up top. That pace, the dribbling, it's ridiculous and it's so good against a tyrant defence. These two are basically just here to make the numbers and in case I need a little bit of pace. But let's start with the guy that we have in the sticks, and that is Hugo Lloris. I don't usually use him, and most years he's not a player that like comes into my thoughts. But for 28k, I believe he's risen a little bit now, but 28k, that is crazy, crazy cheap. And this guy, he is probably, it's between him and Butland for my favourite goalkeepers, and I really, really like him on the game. And I wanted to try someone other than Butland for a bit, so we've gone for Hugo Lloris. His stats are amazing. If we compare them to Butland, let me see what the difference is. I mean, he's better in everything other than kicking, and I never kick with my goalie. I throw every single time, and I believe that Lloris actually has really high throwing. Now, in this situation, you're going to see shortly, you can actually use any Premier League goalie you like, or even any French goalie you like, but Hugo Lloris is the one that I am picking. Right back, we have a player that I use pretty much all the time. I don't even... Let's see how many games he's got. Also, this team needs some fitness. I need to remember that before the next game. I've got 101 players games with Bellerin. That's probably up there in like my top 5 players for sure. It's him or Walker for your right back choice every single time. Hector Bellerin, obviously where I'm an Arsenal player, I prefer him ever so slightly. I will tell you about the tactics and stuff that you want to do afterwards as well. But that's who I have at my right back. Now, in this position, in your right centre-back, you do have a lot of choices you can go for. But I go for Koscielny. I used to go for Bailly or Smalling, but I've started using Koscielny as of late. I didn't realise he actually had one more pace than Smalling. That's why I started using Koscielny, and I do like his work rates. They're perfect for me. High defensive, you've got to make sure you got that in your centre-back, and that's something Bailly didn't have. So, Koscielny's my right centre-back. Again, like I said, you can use any Premier League centre-back there, so whichever one takes your pick. But I don't want to go to left-back just yet. I want it to be at our centre-back. And my left centre-back is a player that I've actually used a few times before, and he is my favourite budget legend. He's 257k. It's the second time I bought him. Last time I can't remember what I paid for him, but he has perfect work rates, low attacking and high defensive. He's always back. He's 6'3" with 78 pace. He is literally the perfect centre-back you could ever ask for. Great for a legend, and he's way cheaper than like Blanc, Desailly, players like that, and you don't notice the difference. I really, really enjoy using it. My left back is someone that I hadn't really used much before putting this team together, and it is Alex Sandro. And thanks to Alex Sandro, you can kind of build your squad if you want to around having like inform Socrates, inform Manolas. You can get a whole sort of thing working at the back, or you can get Chiellini, Bonucci. Well, there's a lot of good options, but I like to have the BPL back four, and I like to have Bellerin in my squad, so that has a huge effect. But we can still get Alexandro in the squad on full chem, which is very important. Now you're going to see my CDM here, and this is kind of like my secret weapon. A lot of people are probably a little bit surprised about this one. Now, I know a lot of people are using Matic now in their DMs, but I am using Kouyaté. He has quickly become one of my favourite players in this squad. He is so good. He's got high work rates, but not only that, He has 87 physical and he's 6'4". Now, traditionally, I've been using the guy who's my right mid. I'll show you my right centre mid now real quick. It is one and only N'Golo Kante. I packed his ones to watch at the start of the season, which I'm so lucky that I did. I've used him 92 times. I use him pretty much every like sweaty squad that I can. But when I had him in the middle, where he is 5'7", his physical's okay, but he gets massively overrun a lot. Every ball goes over his head. Most players can outstrength him. Quite often you'll find like a strong striker will be against that DM and Kante would just get destroyed. Didn't work for me, so I bought in Kouyaté, moved Kante to the right centre mid. It is enormous difference, and I cannot stress enough how much I recommend you try out Kouyaté if you're going to play this formation. Now, for me, the only two formations I really use this year is 4-1-2-1-2 second variant or 4-3-1-2. Pretty much the same, but this one allows Kouyaté to be more of a holding centre mid, and he is brilliant. I would completely recommend that you pick him up. In our left centre mid though, we have Fernandinho. He is the ultimate well-rounded centre mid, and he is the guy actually that if late on in the game I need a winner, I'll tend to bring on someone a little bit more flary, a little bit more shooty, passy, dribbling sort of thing. Fernandinho is the ultimate well-rounded man. He's got it all. He's got every stat's over 75. He's perfect. The day he gets an inform, he'll be incredible. And that's something to note with this side too. There are upgrades available. Lloris has an inform. Bellerin has a screen card. There's different variations you can use. And I am considering maybe trying out Yaya Toure for one of these guys. His inform. Who knows? That will be decided another time. But in the central attacking midfield is the best central attacking midfielder on the game. If you spend, I spent 657k for this guy. I don't know what he is at the moment. I think he's like low 600s. But if you spend that much on him and you play him anywhere further back than Cam, like I did to start off with, my camera decided to run out of battery mid-sentence. But as I was saying, if you use him further back, you're wrong. He is the best central attacking midfielder on the game. I've used legends. I've used a lot of players. He is the best because he has everything, really. He's got his pace, he's got shooting, he's got strength, he's got 5-star skills. He is the ideal central attacking midfielder. He makes runs beyond the strikers. He is perfect. I made the mistake of playing him in centre mid and CDM for a long time. Do not do it. If you want to win your games, you need Pogba higher up. And then we're going to get to our front partnership. Now, there is a few ways you can take this. With the French guys, you can try and work in like a French Premier League player like Remy maybe, and then Griezmann or something like that. A bit more of a budget way. But I go all out. That's the way I do this. I want to go all out for my players, and I use Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now, you can get his Movember. I have his loan one. I don't trust loan cards on this game for some reason. So, I just use the ordinary Ibra card. I've used him a ton. He's fantastic. 72 pace, lets him down slightly, but just put a Hunter card in him. You don't notice it. And I feel like this year, I've said it a few times, is the year for strikers that don't need to have like 90 pace. You don't need a striker with that. It's great to have one alongside him that has that sort of pace, but you don't need your only striker to have like a particularly high amount of pace. For me, Zlatan is perfect. He's got some skills, he's tall. The way I play, especially like if I have a goal kick, I aim for Ibra every time and then I knock it down to Pogba or the other striker that you're going to see in a second. There are so many possibilities the way you can play with Ibra, and I think he's brilliant. He suits my style of play down to a T. And then we're going to go on to our last player. What am I talking about? It's Eden Hazard. I've got his Player of the Month card. Originally, what I did last weekend is I started Rashford and then would sub on Hazard. And I worked out, and it's something that Pemfers tweeted, and I completely forgot about it. The way the chemistry system works this year, if you sub on a player, you basically get 62.5 chemistry for him. Whereas if you have him how I do, you get 70 chemistry. It's perfect. He's a left forward. He's got his like loyalty, all that sort of thing. It's all you need. So Hazard for me gets the loyalty, and he is my second striker. If you're going to play Ibra, you need a quick striker alongside him. As you can see, that's what I've got here with Eden Hazard. I've used Inform Alexis Sanchez before. I do prefer the Inform Hazard card. I think if Sanchez gets a couple more informs, he might be the one to go for. But this comes to like my sort of decision making now, guys, is as it stands, I have 450k in the bank. And I need to decide where to upgrade, and I cannot decide where to go. I don't know if I should go for Kouyaté. I don't know what I should upgrade. I really, really rate Kouyaté, and I feel like it's important to the side. So let me know down below what you think I should change. But I'm going to show you real quickly a few of the little instructions that I put on. So I've just rebuilt this squad so the players aren't going to have them as they normally would, but Hector Bellerin and Sandro both get stay back while attacking. I want my entire back forward to stay back while attacking. You don't want to be left open in Foot Champions. You'd much rather win 1-0 than lose 5-4. So as long as you can focus on your attack when you're up there, get those guys to do what you need them to do, you should be fine. I also like to get Kuyate to stay back whilst attacking. It depends how I'm getting on. I'll quite often start with balanced attack, but if I'm doing well, I'll change that to stay back whilst attacking. And also for, but that is about it. Going forward, you might want to do Eden Hazard to running behind wherever it is. Getting behind because he's got the pace up top. Other than that, I don't make any changes whatsoever. As for your custom tactics, these are really important. This is what I use. It's pretty close to the standard, just 50-50 organised, 50-40, 65 organised, 65 50-50. If you worry about your defence a little bit, maybe knock your pressure down slightly, but I seem to be happy with that. But the biggest one that you need to do is change this will be standard offside trap. Do not have that. Change it to cover. That does the best when you've got players making through balls through your midfield, and it's the way to go. So, this is going to be my Foot Champions squad this weekend. Let me know in the comments down below throughout December where I'm uploading every single day. Would you like to see me do a Foot Champions squad every single weekend? Or maybe every Monday I do a summary of the Foot Champions, something like that. Let me know what you guys want to see. Hopefully we can get some cool Foot Champions packs and stuff throughout this month. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Let me know what team you are using in the comments down below. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys!